car horns, people shouting, bright afternoon sun on a busy city street. In the middle of that noise, everything suddenly goes quiet. A rich lady in a perfect white dress stands in front of a small juice cart. Her name is Grace Carter. Diamond earrings, designer bag, dark sunglasses. In front of her stands a skinny street vendor. Old shirt, faded cap, his hands stained with fruit juice and dust. His name is Eli. Eli holds out a paper cup of fresh orange juice. His hand shakes a little. Grace looks at her dress. A tiny orange drop has fallen on the side of her expensive fabric. Grace explodes. Grace shouts, "Are you blind? Look what you did to my dress." People on the street stop walking. Eli stammers, "Madam, I'm so sorry. I slipped. I can clean it." Grace slaps his hand away. The cup falls. Juice spills all over the ground. Then, in one sharp, angry move, slap, her palm lands across his cheek. Hard, loud. Everyone hears it. Eli's head turns to the side. His eyes fill with tears. Grace yells, "Don't touch me with your dirty hands. People like you should not come near people like me." A few teenagers nearby quietly raise their phones. They hit record. Grace doesn't care. She points at him again. "You belong in the trash with your fruit. Remember that." Eli looks down. His cheek burns. His hands shake. Behind Grace, her teenage daughter Mia whispers, almost in tears, "Mom, please, everyone is watching. Let's just go." Grace pulls her hand away from Mia. "You stay out of this," she snaps. "He needs to learn his place." The crowd is silent. No one helps Eli. No one speaks. Only the phones keep recording. The clip is less than 30 seconds. But what that video will do to Grace's perfect life will ruin everything she thinks she is. If you were standing there, watching this, what would you do? Eli kneels down slowly. His cheek is red. His eyes shine with tears, but he forces them not to fall. He picks up the fallen paper cup. The juice has mixed with dust and mud. His hands tremble as he gathers the broken ice and soggy orange slices. A little boy tugs his mother's hand nearby. "Ammy, why did that auntie hit him?" he whispers. The mother pulls him away. "Don't look. Let's go." Grace checks her dress again. Grace mutters, loud enough for everyone to hear, "This is why I hate these dirty street people. No manners. No hygiene. Just filth." She turns to leave. Mia looks back at Eli. Her eyes are full of guilt. She whispers softly, I'm sorry, bye." But Grace calls, "Mia." Mia flinches and follows her mother to the big, shiny black car waiting by the curb. The driver opens the door. Grace slides in, still cursing about dirty hands and cheap people. The car drives away. The crowd slowly breaks apart. Only one thing stays. A teenager in a hoodie looks at his phone. He shakes his head. "Rich witch," he mutters. "People need to see this." He uploads the video to social media with a simple caption. "Rich lady slaps poor vendor for having dirty hands. Share if you think this is wrong." Back at the cart, Eli stands alone. He touches his cheek gently. It still stings. He whispers to himself, it's okay, Eli. Don't cry. You can't cry. You have to sell. You have to work." He looks at his hands. They are stained, yes. Orange marks. Tiny cuts from cutting fruits. Dirt under his nails from moving crates. He rubs them on his already dirty apron. Nothing changes. He sighs. An old woman's cough echoes from behind the cart. "Eli, beta, what happened?" It's his mother, Razia, sitting on a plastic chair in the shade. He forces a smile. Nothing, Amy. Just a rich customer. Juice fell. That's all. She sees the red mark on his cheek. Her eyes tighten. She reaches out with her wrinkled hand and gently touches his face. People like her forget, she says quietly. One day, we all stand in front of the same God. No money. No titles. Just hearts. Eli looks down. I know, Amy. But it still hurts, he whispers. That evening, the sun goes down. Eli counts his money in a small metal box. It is less than usual. Some people left when they saw the fight. Some didn't buy anything. He sighs and closes the box. In a tiny rented room that night, he sits next to his mother. She coughs again. Did you buy your medicine? He asks. She nods, but he knows she is lying. She always saves the money for his cart instead of herself. He looks at his hands once more. These hands are dirty, he thinks, but they are the only hands feeding us. Meanwhile, in a tall glass building across the city, Grace sits in her living room. Huge sofa, big TV, a golden lamp, clean white floor shining like a mirror. She is drinking expensive coffee, talking on the phone. Yes, Daniel, she says to her husband, Mr. Daniel Carter, a big businessman. Of course I'll be on time for the charity gala tomorrow. Clean city, clean hearts, right? Don't worry. I'll look perfect. She laughs. On the other side of the call, Daniel smiles. Good. The media will be there. Our brand needs a clean image. No scandals. Grace rolls her eyes. You know me. I'm always careful. As she says that, her phone buzzes. One new notification. Then another. Then 10. Then 50. Grace frowns. She opens her social media. At the top, she sees a video. Her own face. Her own voice. Her own hand, slapping Eli in the middle of the street. The caption. Rich lady slaps poor vendor for dirty hands. Is this humanity? The view count jumps in front of her eyes. 50, 000, 100, 000, 500, 000. Her hand suddenly feels cold. Her heart starts to race. She whispers, No, this can't be happening. And this is just the beginning. By morning, the whole city will know what Grace did. The next day, the city wakes up to a storm. Not of rain. Of comments. Shares. Hashtags. Hashtag dirty hands. Hashtag slap of shame. Hashtag Grace Carter exposed. At Eli's small cart, something strange happens. People are already waiting when he arrives. A group of college students smile at him. Bye, we saw the video, one girl says. What that lady did was wrong. We're here to support you. A man in an office shirt adds, Give us juice, brother. We trust your hands more than her heart. Eli blinks in surprise. Video? What video? He asks. They show him the clip on a phone. He watches himself get slapped in slow motion. He hears her words again. Dirty hands. People like you should not come near people like me. His stomach twists. He feels shame, but also something else. Anger. Hurt. The students see his face. Brother, people are on your side, the girl says. You didn't do anything wrong. Don't be scared. A little while later, a local news reporter comes. She holds a mic. Eli, can we talk to you? People want to know your story. He looks nervous. I don't know what to say. The reporter smiles kindly. Just tell the truth. Tell them who you are. Tell them what those dirty hands really do. Eli looks at his cart. He looks at his old shoes. He looks at his mother coughing in the background. He takes a deep breath. On camera, in simple words, he says, "These hands are dirty because I work. I cut fruit. I push this cart. I earn every rupee with sweat. I don't steal. I don't cheat. I don't hurt. If my hands are dirty, at least my heart is clean." His voice shakes a little. His eyes shine. Millions of people will see this soon. Across the city, in a luxury home, Grace is living a nightmare. She wakes up to her phone ringing non-stop. Calls. Messages. Missed calls. Hundreds. Mia stands at her door, still in her pajamas. "Mom, we need to talk," Mia says softly. Grace snaps, "Not now, Mia. I have to get ready for the gala." Mia looks hurt. "Mom, you're trending everywhere. It's bad." Grace grabs her phone and walks into the living room. Daniel is there, already in a suit, watching the news. On the screen, the host says, "Grace Carter, wife of businessman Daniel Carter, seen slapping a poor street vendor for having dirty hands." This has shocked the city, especially because the couple is hosting tonight's Clean Hearts Charity Gala. They show the video again. Slap. Her angry face. Eli's silent pain. Daniel turns the TV off. His jaw is tight. He stares at Grace. "What did you do?" he asks in a low voice. Grace tries to laugh it off. "Oh, come on. It's just a street guy. He spilled juice on my dress. People are overreacting." Daniel steps closer. "Overreacting? You slapped a poor man in public and insulted him. We are supposed to stand for kindness, for equality. Our company is literally doing a campaign about treating workers with respect." Grace's throat goes dry. She crosses her arms. "I won't apologize to some vendor. I did nothing wrong." Mia finally speaks up. "Mom, you hit him. In front of me. In front of everyone. You called him dirty, like he wasn't even human." Grace glares at her daughter. "So now you're against me too?" Daniel runs a hand through his hair. His voice is tired now. "The board has called me 3 times already," he says. "They're scared this will destroy the brand. They want you to make a public apology tonight. On stage. Live." Grace almost chokes. Public apology? Live. "Daniel, no. I can't. Do you know who I am? People respect me." He looks deep into her eyes. "Not anymore." Silence fills the room. Grace feels something in her chest crack, but her pride speaks louder. "I won't kneel in front of that filthy man," she says. She storms away to her room. She slams the door. In the mirror, she sees her perfect face. But behind it, she sees the slap. Over and over. Her hand. His cheek. His eyes. For the first time, she feels her fingers tremble. On the street, Eli's cart is busier than ever. Someone has painted a small sign and hung it on his cart. "Hands may be dirty. Heart is clean." Customers smile when they read it. An old man presses some extra money into Eli's hand. "For your mother's medicine," he says quietly. Eli's eyes fill with tears. "Sir, I can't." "Take it," the man insists. "We have to help each other. That is what rich hearts do." In the afternoon, a black car stops near his cart. Eli stiffens. Is it her again? 2 men in suits step out. One shows an ID. "City Council. We need you to come with us, Mr. Eli." Eli's heart drops. Did I do something wrong, sir?" His mother clutches her chest. "Please don't take my son," she begs. The officer shakes his head. "You are not under arrest." But there is a meeting, and you must attend. It's about what happened yesterday. Eli swallows. The city is calling him. He looks at his cart, at his mother, at his shaking hands. He has no idea that where they are taking him. Grace will be there too. And she will not be the one in power this time. Night falls. Bright lights shine on a grand hotel entrance. Luxury cars. Flashing cameras. Red carpet. This is the Clean City, Clean Hearts Charity Gala. The same one Grace bragged about. Reporters stand with mics, waiting. Inside the huge hall, rich business people talk softly, clink glasses, smile fake smiles. But something feels different tonight. There is tension in the air. On the main stage, a large screen shows the charity logo. Backstage, Grace sits in a makeup chair. Her hands play with her necklace nervously. Her face is covered with perfect makeup. But under the powder, her eyes show fear. Mia stands nearby, watching her mother. "Mom," she says quietly, "you could still fix this. You could apologize from your heart, not just for the cameras." Grace glares at her reflection. People like him don't care about apologies. They just want attention, she mutters. Mia's eyes fill with tears. "No, Mom. People like him just want respect," she says. "Something you had plenty of, until yesterday." Before Grace can answer, Daniel enters. "We're starting," he says. His voice is cold. "And there's one more thing you should know. The council invited a special guest tonight." Grace frowns. "Who?" Daniel looks at her. "The vendor." Grace's stomach drops. "What? You brought that man here? To embarrass me?" Daniel's jaw tightens. "To tell the truth," he replies. On the other side of the hall, Eli stands by the wall in a simple clean shirt. He looks out of place among all the suits and gowns. He holds his hat in his hands. They shake slightly. His mother sits in a wheelchair next to him, wearing her best shawl. She whispers, "Remember, Beta. Be respectful. Even to the ones who weren't to you." He nods slowly. "I will, Amy," he says. A staff member walks up. "Mr. Eli, you'll be called on stage after Mr. Carter's speech." Eli's legs feel weak. He has never been on a stage. He has never spoken to a hall full of rich people. His heart thumps in his chest. On stage, Daniel begins. "Good evening," he says into the mic. "Tonight, we wanted to talk about clean cities, about clean streets, about hygiene. But life reminded us of something more important." He looks directly at Grace in the front row. The need for clean hearts. The screen behind him lights up. The video plays. Again. The slap. The words. The silence. The whole room sees. Some people gasp. Some look away. Grace feels every eye on her. Her face turns pale. Her hands grip the armrest so hard her knuckles turn white. Her heart pounds in her ears. When the video ends, Daniel continues. "That woman in the video is my wife. And that man is our special guest tonight." He gestures to the side. "Please welcome Eli." A soft wave of whispers moves through the hall. Eli walks slowly toward the stage. Each step feels heavy. His hands shake, but he pushes on. He climbs the stairs and stands beside Daniel under the bright lights. The mic is in front of him. He looks out. A sea of rich faces. And in the front row, Grace. Her eyes lock with his. For a moment, the room feels empty. It's just him and her. The one who slapped. The one who was slapped. Eli takes a deep breath. Daniel steps back. "It's okay," he whispers. "Just speak from your heart." Eli looks down at his hands. He lifts them up. "These are my hands," he says slowly. His voice echoes in the big hall. Yes, they get dirty. Every day. I push my cart. I cut fruit. I carry crates. I touch the street. I wash them when I can. Sometimes soap, sometimes only water. The hall is silent. But you know what these hands also do, he continues. They buy medicine for my sick mother. They feed us. They have never stolen, never hurt anyone, never slapped anyone. A single tear slips down his cheek. He doesn't wipe it. When she hit me, he says, looking at Grace, I felt small, like I was nothing, like I was dirt. And no one stopped her. No one said, "This is wrong." I went home that night asking God, am I really less? Just because my hands are not soft. His voice cracks. He looks away for a moment, then back. But then, people started coming to my cart. They said my hands were not dirty. They said my heart was clean. That gave me strength. So, I'm not here to destroy anyone. I am just here to say, we are also human. He gently puts the mic down. There is complete silence. Then, slowly, a clap. Another. Then the whole hall starts clapping. Loud. Strong. Some people stand. Eli's mother wipes her eyes in the corner. Grace cannot breathe. Her chest tightens. Her eyes fill with tears. Her fingers shake. Daniel walks to her. Now it's your turn, he says. Her pride fights. Her heart breaks. Her legs feel heavy as she stands up. Every step toward the stage feels like walking through water. She reaches the mic. Her voice is small now. Not powerful. Not proud. Eli, she whispers, but it echoes through the hall. I have no excuse. Her eyes finally let the tears fall. I saw your clothes. Your cart. Your hands, and I decided you were less. I forgot that these hands feed a family, that they are cleaner than a heart filled with pride. She takes a deep breath. Her lip trembles. In front of everyone here. I say I am sorry, she continues. Not because of cameras. Not because my reputation is in danger. But because when I saw your mother in her wheelchair tonight, I remembered my own father. He worked in a small shop. His hands were always black with oil. I used to hide him from my rich friends. I was ashamed of him. He died before I ever said sorry. Her voice breaks. She covers her face for a moment. Then she does something no one expects. She turns to Eli. With tears streaming down her cheeks, she slowly kneels on the stage in front of him. Her expensive dress touches the floor. Please, she whispers, her voice shaking. Forgive me. Not as Grace Carter. Just as one human being to another. The hall holds its breath. Eli's eyes blur. He has never seen someone like her kneel. Not for him. Not ever. His mother watches, sobbing silently. He steps forward. Gently, he takes her hands and helps her stand. Get up, madam, he says softly. You don't need to kneel. I forgive you. Her shoulders shake. He continues, but promise me one thing. Next time you see someone with dirty hands, remember, they might be cleaner than the people you drink coffee with. She nods, crying. I promise, she whispers. Daniel walks to the mic. From today, he says, our company will sponsor carts like Eli's across the city. They will have clean water, proper waste bins, and health checkups. People with working hands deserve respect and support, not insults. The crowd breaks into applause again. Later that week, a new stall appears in front of one of Daniel's big malls. A neat, colorful fruit cart. On top, a clean sign. Eli's fresh juices, made with working hands and a clean heart. Customers line up. Standing quietly in the line one day is Mia, with a small group of friends. She smiles shyly. "Hi, bye. One orange juice," she says. Eli grins. "Of course, little sister. Extra sweet. No extra charge." A black car waits nearby. Inside, Grace watches. Her eyes are softer now. In her lap, there are no designer bags. No fancy jewelry. Only a pair of simple cotton gloves. She wears them when she secretly helps serve free food at a shelter once a week. Her own hands get dirty now. And for the first time in her life, she is proud of that dirt. Ending message. Money can buy clean clothes and soft hands. But only kindness can keep a heart clean. So next time you see a worker with dirty hands, ask yourself, whose heart is really dirty, theirs or yours?